What is up, guys? COD Sniper XX Sniper God XX here, and today we're going to be covering the new epic, awesome Celestial skins and I can't keep that up. Anyway, welcome to a new video, where today we will be covering the new Season 13 Celestial skins. So, this stuff is pretty basic. Basically, I'm going to go over the Eververse skins for Season 13 for both Hunter, Warlock, and Titan. So, honestly, not going to hold you back any longer. I'm just going to get straight into it. Holy hell, this set is way too good. It has no business looking this good. It gives me the vibe of the Imperium Cartographer set just because of the little lines that it has kind of all around. I feel like it'll pair quite well with that. We'll just start off with the helmet, since it's the first thing that most people look at. Actually, let me switch the cloak. Okay, so this helmet seems to be very... It kind of reminds me of like the way that a bug would look with the way that the armor looks. It's got little... I honestly don't know what these are called. It's kind of just like an overlapping texture, and it makes it look really cool and really nice. The little lights here are also pretty cool. This helmet definitely works without having a hood on, but I think it also looks really good with the hood as well. This chest piece has no business looking this good. Even like the little blue particle effects here, they move along. It all just looks so nice. I don't know how I feel about this brown part though. This brown part, I realize it's like straps for the armor piece to fit on, but it almost doesn't fit with this. Like, this should be kind of silvery along with this main chest piece. But other than that, this set is just amazing. These gauntlets are pretty big. Oh, never mind, that's sick. So they kind of, again, take a note from the Imperium Cartographer by having like one shoulder piece that's more armored than the rest. This isn't really working too well with my current chest piece, but just having like one piece that's armored and then the other that isn't. This side looks pretty bland, but this side kind of makes up for it. The only problem is you're not going to see this side all the time. I kind of wish they would have flipped it, where this arm was actually this arm instead. Okay. This is Imperium Cartographer. The pretty smooth, kind of wavy looking armor, along with the kind of boot-esque look of the foot, it just really shows. I don't know how I feel about the little pointiness down here. It's a little weird, but I wish Steam wouldn't show me notifications sometimes. The pointiness is a little weird, and I'm not sure if I'm into that, but the rest of this just looks fabulous. I really hope that this part here shades. Like, these little lines shade, and so does the underlying fabric. Not the little particle effect itself, but just the fabric under it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have no words. This is honestly phenomenal. The way that this looks like a tail, and it's still kind of... This set is almost everything I've been asking for with ornaments for the longest time. It's very vibrant. It seems like it has life, and it pretty much does have life, considering these like moving particle effects. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, this is just amazing. And the word for this is scales, is what I was thinking of earlier. It's like a scaled effect. This tailing kind of reminds me of a scorpion, so maybe we're supposed to be kind of looking like a scorpion, a celestial scorpion. I don't know. Anyway, that is the Celestial Het set for the Hunter. It looks phenomenal. When I do have money, I will for sure be getting this. 100%. This is a must-have. Alright, we will now be moving on to the Warlock set, and oh my god, it keeps getting better. I don't understand. Don't understand how you could create something that looks this magnificent. We're gonna start off with the helmet. I would say this helmet, I would honestly think this would be a Titan helmet though. Like, it works for the Warlock, but it's interesting. I just wouldn't expect this to be a Warlock helmet. But other than that, it looks very nice. It kind of looks like it has wings. Maybe in reference to last season with the Hawkmoon coming out. But it also gives a sort of gladiator look with this top razor. I'm going to call it a razor just because it's easier. It's like a top razor, and it really makes me think of Sparta in some senses. And then this blue light here, I really hope this blue is shaderable. I really hope that it changes. Just, please, Bungie. Please. Okay, so here are the robes. You can definitely tell they stuck with the bird theme, with the amount of kind of wavy looking wings for this bottom part. It honestly suits it so well. It doesn't really work too well with my Guardian look just because I went for more of a muted look, but oh my god, it's just so nice. It's got the same kind of tessellation. Oh, is that the Little Dipper? I thought that was a Little Dipper. It kind of looks like it. Or Big Dipper. I don't even know constellations anymore. But this kind of collar piece is going to work really well with some sets. It's going to make some things look really good. I will say that I think they did kind of overdo it with the amount of like the constellation look. I wish that some of this were a little more armored over, so that way, if you were to try and combo this with other armor pieces, it wouldn't look as standoutish. Because usually when you're looking at a set, you want to think of the whole set and not just one armor piece in particular that just pops out saying, "Look at me." So, I don't know. It's good, but it's not my favorite. Alright, here we have the gauntlets. I wish I could see more of this hand, but I guess I'm just going to have to go off this hand. This is pretty basic. It's better than some things we've seen. Some things it's just been one little wrap of leather around, and they call that an ornament. But it's definitely not the best. I was kind of hoping this right here would be like some kind of light, like the way that the helmet has the middle light to look out of. But here we have the problem of too much armor, not enough tessellation and constellation. So I don't know what I would combo this with, but it's still really nice nonetheless. So, alright, here we have the boots. These boots are a little too chunky for me. Like, but with my overall look, just the way that my Guardian looks, the boots are just kind of too much. Unless you can kind of turn this to like an all black, or you can make it stand out with an all white. I feel like it's too... I wouldn't say too thick is the problem. I'd say just too armored over. I don't think enough of the boot is armored as well, because here you have the little particle effects down here. You see that, but it's only covering like the toe and the bottom, and it doesn't make a lot of sense with the overall look. Other than that, they do look pretty nice though. If you're just running this for the whole set, honestly, I see no problem with this whatsoever. I'd say this is amazing. Oh my god, my Steam, please, no one cares. Thank you. Alright, here we have the Bond. Oh my god, I see what they were going for now. They were going for a Pegasus. That makes a lot more sense. I'd say Unless these wings are shaderable, I don't think a lot of people are going to be using this. It sticks out a little too far, but it might work. I mean, if these wings are shaderable, this could be like one of the best bonds. In my opinion, the best bond is last season's Black Armory set. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what people do with this bond. I just really hope that these wings are shaderable for obvious reasons. So that is the Warlock Celestial set. Overall, I would say it looks phenomenal. However, I'm not sure if people should buy the whole set. If you're gonna buy the whole set, then you should be using the whole set. Unless you're just like only rocking the helmet, then I just wait till it comes for Bright Dust for the helmet. Okay, we have a winner. This is the best set out of all three. I really like the Hunter. The Hunter looked so good, but I don't think anything can top this for me. And I usually don't like Titan ornament sets. It's hard to find a good ornament set that I like, but holy hell, this is just so good. This is what I was talking about with like the armor and the constellations. It's got the perfect balance, in my opinion, of having the cool light up effect with having armor to look like you're protected, you know. So I'd say I'm going to see this set a lot. Okay, so if you're only getting this set for the helmet, I would even pay silver just to use the helmet. Literally just to get it right now. It is so damn crispy, dude. I mean, those eyes, too. Those eyes are piercing. This works for, like, both slim and, like, really big sets as well. Like, you can make your Guardian look as chunky as possible, and those horns will fill it. You can make your Guardian look slim as possible, and this little, like, what's the word? Kind of like just a going inward piece. It's concaving inward from the horn to the center of the face, and it just kind of works for making things look somewhat slim while also looking pretty bulky. This is the best Titan helmet I've ever seen. Trials helmet from last season doesn't hold a T to what this does. I'm looking at you, Ben. This chest piece looks awkward on my Titan just because I'm not running anything too chunky, but literally looking at this chest piece just by itself, oh my god. It's insane. It's amazing. And especially with like the fur coating here, it just, oh my god. I can't get over it. Honestly, this might be one of the first sets that I get, because I don't have a lot of Titan ornaments, and I don't really like any of them, but this is the first one that I feel like they've nailed. Just absolutely nailed. The constellation to armor ratio also feels quite nice. It's nice to have some of that down here while having some of it on the neck and whatnot. As long as this is shaderable, then it'll be golden and it'll work perfectly. Other than that, there's literally nothing else to this. Wait, is that a Taurus head on the back of the... Bruh. That is! That looks like an eye. No way. That is cool. Alright, good detail, Bungie. Good detail. I thought this was just kind of weird on the back, but this is amazing. This is actually amazing. Oh my. I feel like these gauntlets might be a little picky, but I mean, you have a Taurus on your arm. I don't know. That's gonna be pretty sick for some things and weird for others. I'd say it's gonna be, again, a lot like the Imperium Cartographer for the Titan, where you have like the lion, or I think it's a lion, pretty sure it's a lion, on your shoulder, and it's it looks kind of weird with certain things, but I feel like with the slimness of this, it still looks big. Like you're about to shoulder ram someone, it's still gonna hurt, but not to the point where, I mean, it's like comparing just it's like comparing thickness. It really doesn't matter that much, at least in my opinion. With this just looks overall really good. God, I feel like I'm fantasizing about this. Why am I fantasizing about this? These boots are sick. These boots are actually sick. The fact that you look like you have hooves, like, that is awesome. I'm not much of a horse person either, but damn. That is good. I really don't have much to say about this. This is just really nice. This is... Yeah, it's kind of up to this constellation stuff, though, if it makes or breaks these sets. Because if this isn't shaderable, then there's no point. But it even works by itself, just standalone sets. So, you know what? I think this will be definitely a cop so far. Okay, this Celestial Mark is... it's interesting. I'd say it's the weakest point of this set, and saying that, this set has been really good, and I'd still say that because Steam, why? Please, Steam, God. Can I record a video? The blue, I'd say if it were just this purple, and they kind of removed like the holes here, or just brought the holes inward with this like deep blue, I'd say this would be fine. But I feel like this kind of light blue coming into this, one, it's choppy, at least for me, but my graphic settings are weird, so it might just be my settings. I feel like it needs to be a fade in from this light blue here into this like dark purplish blue. It can't just be like a split. But other than that, this mark is fine. I don't really have a problem with it. It also looks like that the mark is attached to the horns of a bull, so that's pretty sick. But other than that, I mean, I'd say the mark is okay. I wouldn't be getting this for the mark. Rating of the Titan set, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. There is no better set for me right now. This is just so all around good. There's no words I have for this. It's the whole 9 yards they went with this set. It's so beautiful. It almost makes me want to go play Titan. Like, just start mainlining Titan, honestly. It's so nice looking. So, now what I'm going to be covering is some of the ornaments that have been introduced this season. So, I'm going to go over armor ornaments as well as weapon ornaments. So, I think I'm going to start with weapon ornaments and then move on to armor ornaments. So, we're going to look at this 1K Voices ornament. I don't know how I feel about this. It's nice. It looks good. But I don't know how I feel about the gold. If the gold were replaced with like the Ahamkara bone color of the Dreaming City shader, or not the Dreaming City shader, it's the Last Wish shader that Raid still won't fricking give me. Oh my god. But yeah, it's not too bad, but it's not my favorite. So next we have the Pale Red ornament. This ornament looks sick. It looks like it doesn't really compare to anything, to be honest, actually. It just looks nice. With aiming down sights, I'm not sure how it's going to work, considering it doesn't really look like there's any end sight for the rail. It's only up here, but then again, I think you're just going to aim it in the general direction and just start firing, so I don't think that'll really matter. But for an ornament, I thought this doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty good. Okay, so next we have the first ever Anarchy Ornament. It's interesting. I mean, I know I'm going to be buying this myself just because I love the Anarchy, and I love anything Siva, but this kind of pinkish stuff right here, I don't know if it really fits that well. I kind of wish this were just like a deep red like this Siva was, but I'm wondering if that's just because this is like a metal cylinder, so it wouldn't work as well. I don't know. Other than that, it looks sick. I love it, and having the little Siva rectangle square diamond thingies coming out of it is pretty sick, like the Lord of Wolves ornament. Please, Steam! Alright, so next we have the Divinity Ornament. I don't know how I feel about this. This just looks weird. I mean, like, what am I trying to do? Am I trying to open my team up for DPS, or am I trying to hook them like I'm fishing with this thing? I don't know. It looks okay, but I'm not going to take off my current Season 8 ornament that I have on Divinity. It just kind of feels pointless to even have this. I don't know. I mean, some people will like it, some people won't. I don't really like it that much personally. I don't see myself going out of my way to get it. Alright, so next we have a ornament for the hard light. Oh my god, I just got Season 10 flashbacks. It looks pretty cool. It really doesn't change too much aesthetically other than... I mean, it changes a lot aesthetically. It puts a bunch of holes in this, but like from overall looks, I would say it's not something you're really going to notice. I mean, if you're hip firing the gun all the time, then yeah, you might notice it, but it's just kind of there. I will say there's like blue tube coming through. I wonder if that changes colors when you change the element. I feel like if that changes colors along with this, I'd say then this would be pretty cool. But I don't know that. So I'm just going to kind of leave it at what I see from eye value, which is what everyone else is going to see. It's okay. If you like hard light, get it. Why not? Okay. Now we have the best ornament out of all of this. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Wow. Did someone binge watch too much Final Fantasy playthroughs at Bungie and just say, hey, let's turn Izanagi into a sword? Because honestly, heck yes. I love it. I wonder if when it's on your back, if it legitimately looks like a Final Fantasy sword. Because that would be so cool. Honestly, I want to take this thing and just throw it at someone. I want to just say, oh, out of ammo? All right, let me just chuck it into this dreg really quick. This is just way too good. Way too good. Oh my god, it's so nice. This is a 10 out of 10. I'm going to get this. 100%. You will see me rocking this. You ever see me in Destiny and I have a Izanagi on my back, you're going to see this ornament. And people are all going to think I'm running a sword. I don't care anymore, though. Alright, so now we have a Trinity Ghoul ornament. Why? Why? It's just digital camo. Why? It's so boring. Okay, Bungie, tell me, how do you go from this king shit, this monstrous ornament, something so crazy, and it just looks so good, to Call of Duty? Why? I mean, dude, I wouldn't even buy this for Bright Dust. It's so boring. I can't even tell what this changes aesthetically with the gun. It honestly doesn't even look like it changes anything aesthetically. It's literally just digital camo. Alright, well, I'm not going to waste time on this. Like, 1 out of 10. It's just not that good, to be honest. Alright, so now we're covering the Titan Ornament for Skullfort. And honestly, this is sick. This is actually so cool. Having the Warmind stuff still kind of feel like it's having a part in this game is just so nice. As you can see, it has the Warmind logo, but it kind of flashes in between to reveal the Siva logo as well. And from what I could tell, on the side, it kind of produces a little Siva effect. I'll wait for it to pop up again. Yeah, see that? A little Siva effect on the side, it looks like. It makes it look really nice. Shader, this helmet's going to be amazing, but it has to shader right, and it has to get rid of this yellow line stuff, in my opinion. Once it gets rid of the yellow line stuff, golden. Alright, so now we have the Warlocks Ornament for Stormdancer's Brace. It's the first ever, at least I think it's the first ever ornament for Stormdancer's Brace. I don't know because I still haven't finished Shadowkeep on my Warlock for some reason. I don't know why. It's really cool. I was kind of surprised by this. The way it looks like you kind of have an electric collar, it's kind of weird, but it works. And the electricity flowing through, it kind of looks like it's a set pattern. It doesn't look random at all, but I can understand why it's not random. It just looks really nice. It's good. It's shader, this thing's just gonna look awesome. So yeah, I'd say this is worth it if you use Storm Dancers. I don't know anybody who actually uses Storm Dancers, but hey, good on you if you do. Alright, so now we have the final ornament for this season, the Liar's Handshake Ornament. This is very ornate. It looks like it's got a cobra right here, which honestly, it's understandable why there is a cobra there. Instead of just having like one little dagger, you now have 2 little spikes. Honestly, this looks so much better in my opinion than the normal Liar's Handshake. You have the same cobra on this side, and it also looks fairly nice. I guess the only worry is shadering. How does the gold change? What about this kind of like weaved fabric? It looks a little out of place, but I don't think I'll mind too much. But I don't ever run the Liar's Handshake, so honestly, don't care that much. Yeah, I'd say this is a pretty nice looking ornament. It's kind of standard, but also it stands out in its own way. It's like most ornaments in this game. So, yeah, I'd say if you use Liar's Handshake, then this would most certainly be worth it. I'm not a Liar's Handshake user. Don't think I ever will be. Mainly because I wear Stompies way too much. So, anyway, that does it for the fashion video for Season 13 of all the new armor sets. I hope you guys enjoyed. The next video that will be coming out is going to be an overview of the Season Pass ornaments. And on that note, I will hope to see you all in the next video. Have a great day.